Hello guys, this is your girl Astrid Nambe and I'm here on Central Voice TV on Youth Interaction. Where you watching us from, and we want to know where you're watching us from and your comments, please. We really love to read your comments today. But I'm here with
Chiwe.
So I'm here with Chiwe and he's going to introduce the topic for today. But before I tell Chiwe to give us the topic for today, please, viewers, I would love to read your comments for today. And please share, like, and view and share to your friends. Invite your friends, invite your neighbors, your grandma, your mother, and anybody that you know that we need you here. This is for you. We kept this for you. So Chiwe, kindly please introduce the topic for today.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all our viewers who have joined us, spared their time to join so that we can share and learn as youths. So now, on the topic that we are having today, the title is A Youth with a Positive Mind.
Wow, that is amazing. As a youth, what are you thinking? What is your positive mindset? What is a youth with a positive mindset? So
Yes. So now, to kickstart our conversation, we are first going to take a look at the words which are in our topic. Of course, the topic is a youth with a positive mind. So now, a youth is, of course, a person who is below the age of 35.
Okay.
Yes. A youth is a person who is below the age of 35. And of course, we also have energetic people.
Okay.
People who are youthful.
That's my first time hearing
yes,
that.
Yes, people are youthful. Of course, these are people from the age of 35, between the ages of 35 and of course 40. Okay. These are also youthful people.
All right.
So now, to understand it better, let's start with positive. What is positive?
Yeah.
So now, positive is characterized by, or the characteristic of focusing on the presence and not the absence. Mm-hmm. Focusing on the presence and not the absence. Focusing on something that is available and not something that is not available. Or focusing on something you can see and not something that you can't see.
All right, that's good.
Yes. And then we go to the word mindset. Mm-hmm. Mindset is the habitual mental attitude that determines how you will interpret and respond to situations. The habitual mental attitude that determines how you will interpret and respond to situation. So this is by habitual, meaning something that you constantly do. So now, the attitude that you constantly have, which determines how you interpret and respond to situation, is your mindset. As therefore, a youth with a positive mind is a young person. A youth with a positive mind is a young person who responds, interprets, and focuses on the good in any given situation. Before we go any further, I would love to give an illustration or an example that will make us better understand. Mm-hmm. I believe we can all look at this bottle and see. This is a bottle of water. And of course, water is on this level. So now, water is on this level. I would love to ask a question, and please, you can drop your answers in the comment sections. So, what is the level of water? Is the water half empty or half full? Let me ask that again. Is the level of water half empty or half full?
As for me, I think the level of the water bottle is on the level of almost filled up. Because if it was almost like somewhere reaching here, I would say it was almost going to be empty, but it's on a level where it's going to be filled up.
So now, is it half empty or half full?
It's almost filled up.
Half full?
Yes.
Anyways, that is interesting.
That's my opinion. What I think.
That is it. Yes, but what is your view? Is it half full or half empty? Yeah, let's continue with the conversation. So now, talking about a young person who is positive, you will look at this bottle and realize that the bottle is what is half full and not half empty. Because when you say that the bottle is half empty, what you are talking about, you have already given up. You are now focusing on the absence. and not the what on under the present. But when you say that the bottle of water is half full, meaning there is hope that there is something that is going to come out of this bottle. Yes, yes.
So to continue with a youth with a positive mindset, you want to know more about how to become a youth with a positive mindset. Why having a positive mindset? Why? Maybe that's your question in your head to say, why should I have a positive mindset? Why should I do that? Why should I have a positive mindset? And these are the reasons why you should have a positive mindset. Number one, makes you feel better. It makes you feel better. It may come with how you are, maybe your emotion. It may depend on how character you have in terms of if your emotion, yes, one person who is ever angry, you are ever this with moody. Let me just say in short, you are ever moody. So whenever you have a positive mindset, you are always going to be feeling better. You always make your moody feel positive and all in the vibe of in the positive way. So what do you think about makes you feel better on how to a youth should have a positive mindset?
Of course, she has explained very well. You know, having a positive mind makes you feel better. So focusing on what is available or what can change your life will make you feel better. I will give an instance. Let's say you are in school. So now in school, there's a course that you are writing and then you do not pass. So now focusing or telling yourself that I have failed because of this and that will not help you. But you sitting down and realizing and telling yourself that, okay, maybe I have failed because I did not have enough time to study. That way it will make you feel better and you have more hope of studying that subject because you understand that you can make it better.
Yeah, so as you have heard it all to say that it makes you feel better, your mood changes and it becomes more motivated and more energetic and everything. So another point that makes a youth to have a positive mindset is a healthy benefit. Sometimes you know that when you do not have a positive mindset, it makes your healthy state to be more devastated, and sometimes stress. You may see to say that your sugar level is low, it's sometimes high because you do not have that positive mindset. You may find that your BP, too much of the thinking to say, okay, because this period that we're in, it's all about taking kids at school, and you're thinking to say, okay, this the past well, but where am I going to get the money to take them to school, and where am I going to do I have to borrow money, do I have to do this? Your health benefits will be in a term of negative minds, in a negative way, and that is going to cause a lot of damages in your and complications in your healthy state. You'll find that your BP, your level sugar is something else. Your mind itself. Sometimes you may find that your brain may be something else. You may find you find something like stroke when you think too much. When you're not in a positive state and you're always on the negative state, you might find that you are in a state of where you get stroke and all that, and which we don't want that. Youths, come on, let's be positive, let's be energetic, let's be positive every single time. So I don't know about you, what do you think about healthy benefits when a youth is being positive in a healthy benefits?
Okay, that's a very good one. So now, according to Mayo Clinic, this is a clinic which conducted a research on how positive minded people are and why they are doing whatever they are doing. So according to their research, they discovered that having a positive mindset lowers the rates of depression. It also lowers the levels of distress and pain, greater resistance to illness, better psychological and physical well-being.
So you have heard it all that. The clinic had to come in to say having a positive mindset is well conceived to say that you have to have a positive mind, because healthy life yako, it's very important, guys.
Exactly.
Youths, come on, let's wake up. Always have a positive mindset. We don't want to, so we go to another point, which says better decision making. Better decision in making. When you have a positive mind, you get more, you make decisions which are beneficial and more positive and all that. And sometimes, let me give an problem solving. You may find that at school you have a lot of work and all that, and you get stressed over that. And then, but when you have that positive mind, you always have to, you solve that problem and you make right decision. And another one, which is as youths, we do not know how to choose.
Yes.
We don't know how to choose friends.
Oh, yeah.
You may find that because we are chitika. Ama enda kubolila kuvirimba. Like today, Saturday. As youths, we are getting ready to go and kuchiliza at Zambia kuchalo. So we make wrong decisions and wrong where we make decision in making friends, where you then making a beneficial friend that will make you like create you like to be who you are, make you better, and then you just decide on a wrong situation. You decide on a wrong path of choosing a wrong person to be with, then that person that is going to create you, to make you who you are and all that. So youths, watch out for that. Make positive decisions. When you have a positive mind, there's always a positive decision. So what do you think about that?
Another point worth noting on better decision making and problem solving. There are instances whereby you're just seated, especially in Makomboni, maybe people will just come frustrated due to different kind of situations that they are going through. So now when you are seated and then someone just insults you from nowhere, you know very well that you haven't done anything wrong to that person, but he insults you. But a person with a positive mind will understand that obviously there is something that this person doesn't understand, or there is communication breakdown. As a result, this person thinks the way he thinks. A positive person will keep quiet, introspect, and realize that, okay, what I need to do is this. So as a result, they are going to make better decisions. They are going to help that person become a better person. And that's the problem we've done will be solved. Yes.
So, youths, have you ever heard better decision? It's to better decision making when you have a positive mindset. When you have a positive mindset, even decisions are positive, not negative. To the last point, which is positive learning. As youths, challenge. This one on positive learning. A lot of youths have noticed to say that when you have a negative mindset, even your learning, even your your school and your understanding goes low, because your mindset is not pointed on a positive side, but a negative side. Because when you have a positive mindset, your grades won't go low. Your everything around you, school things, will be all okay. But when you have a negative learning, it's something else.
Exactly.
It's something else. You're thinking it will be something else, because you'll be thinking too much than focusing on schoolwork. You'll be too much thinking of which are unnecessary for you to think. But when you have a positive mindset of learning and everything, your grades, your school, you won't even be thinking about, okay, let me ditch for school, let me go for parties and all that. There'll be no all that. So I think positive learning, it's when you have a positive mindset, it does work.
Exactly.
It does work. So youths, watch out for that as well. Positive learning, it's very important, especially to those who are in colleges, universities and who are writing their grade 12s and grade 9s and all that.
Exactly.
When you have a positive learning, everything goes well. Your grades are higher up. No stress at all. So what do you think with positive learning?
Yes, research has also shown that students who have a positive outlook on their studies or academic tend to be more successful than others. You know, I'll give an instance. There is always a subject. Let me give an instance here for those who are in secondary school. There's always a subject which you feel you don't, even if you don't take enough time in studying, you will understand it.
Yeah.
You see? Now the reason why you are understanding it, it's not because it is simple or anything as such, but because you have a positive you have thought in a positive way. So now if you have a positive mind on all the subjects or the courses that you are doing, you will succeed because you won't be punishing yourself. Even when you don't do well in your grades, you will realize that you haven't done well, not because you are a failure, but because there was a circumstance which made you not to understand at that particular time. As a result, instead of you asking you or beating yourself and saying, no, I'm a failure, you will tell yourself, okay, I will do it better next time.
Yeah, very much. So I have a positive learning. It's going to be good for your health. It's going to be good for your decision. Having a positive mindset, it will make you be a better person and a better youth in the society, in Zambia or outside Zambia. When you are a positive a positive youth with a positive mindset, the surrounding, the society, it becomes better when you have a positive mind. Everything is not going to be hard for you. It's not going to be something tricky for you, and something that you say, okay, sembe sisebenza. Nothing of the sort. When you have a positive mind, there'll be sembe sisebenza. It will be all flows. It just flows like a river. So, and then we have something for you, which is how to have a positive mind. How to have a positive mind. How can you have a positive mind? If you just settle down and say, okay, I've learned to say, why should I have a positive mind? And as a youth, you have to have a positive mind. But how can I be a youth with a positive mindset? Which comes into saying gratitude. Gratitude. Okay. Gratitude. Gratitude. This is more like thinking.
Yes.
More like you are thinking something. Exactly. I'm not sure, but let me try to check. But it's more like thinking something.
Yeah. So in short, practice. One of the steps of having a positive mind is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is having thanking people for what they've done, or being thankful for things which are happening in your life. So now, how do you have a gratitude? Like, how do you become more gratitude? Have a gratitude journal. Let's say you knock off from class, you go home. Take your diary or a notebook and get a pen. Think of all the good things that have happened. I know that in each day, there are always things which happen to us which we do not like. But take that piece of pen and take that pen and your diary and write down all the good things that have happened in your life. List them down. After you list them down, and then whenever you feel distressed, go through that journal and look at all the things that have happened to you in a good way. I'll give you an example. For me, when I go home this evening, I am going to write in my diary, and I'll be thankful that I had a bright day. I will be thankful that I met good people. I will be thankful that I am at this show today and we are talking about something that is going to change the lives of many people around the world. I will be thankful that I traveled safely despite others having accidents. I will write in my journal that I am in good health. I will write in my journal that I have a roof above my head. So it is important to have a gratitude journal, because there will be times that your day will be completely messed up. As a result, you will fail to look for anything to strengthen you. So now the good thing which will happen is that you get that gratitude journal and read through the things that you have written in the past. You will realize that you are going to feel happy because you are going to realize that there are many things that you have that others do not have. Yes.
And then gratitude. What gratitude means is gratitude is the powerful tool that can shift forces from negative to positive. So gratitude can push things from negative to positive. So whenever you have whenever you settle down and say, I want to have that gratitude and all that, it can push to negative. Oh, you had that bad day. But whenever you sit down and say, I want to just give a you want to thank that day, and then just it turns around and be a positive day for you. So another tool that is role model. What a role model. Why should we have a positive mindset is how to have a positive mindset also comes in with a role model. Whenever you have a role model, you'll be more like, I want to be more.
You have someone to look up to.
To look up to say, I want to be like that person.
Exactly.
I want to do better than that person, because they're lifting you up. They're giving you that chimolao.
Yes.
To come back to, I can do it. So, before I ask my fellow colleague to say what a role model is and goes deeper on the research that he had made, what a role model is an example, somebody that you have to learn on, where you have to say, okay, me, I want to be like her, I want to be like him. So, like, as for me, my role model in this show, it's Swilanj. If you can hear me, Srilanji, you are my role model. So what do you think about how to have a positive mindset and to say having a role model?
Yes, a role model, how you look, there are people that we always look up to. There are people, when we look at them, we say, I want to be like this person. I want to make sure that I achieve the things they've achieved. There are people such as maybe our pastors at church who do many great things, also just other youths who are doing greater things and just standing for the truth. And those people are standing for the nation and the youths. So now when you look at what that person does and say, I want to be like this person, what that does is that whenever you want to do something wrong or negative, it will keep you in check. Because you will realize that my role model or that person that I look up to doesn't do that. Or how would my role model feel if I did something which was totally contrary to what they do? So a role model is important because that keeps you in check
of what you want to do.
Exactly.
And put your mindset on the positive check.
Definitely.
And then the other set is setting goals. This one, every youth or anybody, this one, it's a point check of saying that it's always there. If you want to have a job or anything, setting goals. This one, as a positive mindset, you have to set goals. How to have a positive mindset? You have to set goals. Setting goals. What do you think about setting goals? Because as for me, this one.
Yes. So
on
now,
this one, because if you go to role model and go setting goals, it's more like.
So now, about setting goals, when you setting goals, when you are on the journey of having a positive mind, what we all need to understand is that having a positive mind is not a destination, but it is a journey. So it is something not where you will just reach and say, okay, this is it, but it is a journey. So as a result, you need to set goals and say, okay, at this point, the first step I'm going to make is this, and also put a time frame. When you put a time frame and things begin to flow, and you will realize that sooner or later you become a better person. You begin to enjoy the benefits of having a positive mind.
And then setting goals. A goal setting is one of the most successful ways that make people happier, and it is limited to adults. So as a youth, adults are limited. So as for you, you are not limited when you set goals as a youth. So it's not limited. So when you set goals, it's more successful. It makes you successful, creative, and more energetic.
Exactly.
Everything about you to be more positive. Everything just
Will flow
going
smoothly.
smoothly.
Yes,
That's there. And then balas fazakuzati. I don't want to go there anyways. So and then the last one, but the least, it is cultivating a growth mindset. Cultivating a growth mindset. This one is a bit tricky. Cultivating a growth mindset. What do you think about cultivating a growth mindset?
Of course, cultivating a growth mindset is whereby you of course you have embarked on this journey of having a positive mindset. So now you sit down and look at the things that can help you in making that dream which you have of having a positive mind a reality. So list down those things and follow through them. And of course, just to make sure that everything flows great, you have someone to keep you in check. You have someone you trust. Earlier on, we discussed about having a role model. You have, maybe you engage that person so that they give you a life check so that you realize, okay, this is what I need to do. When I do this, it will be cultivated. And another thing is that in cultivating Cultivating a growth mindset, you also engage yourself in positive self-talk.
Yeah.
How do you engage yourself in positive self-talk? Remember, we discussed about having a gratitude journal. That is at night. Immediately after you finish writing your gratitude journal, you sleep. So now when you wake up in the morning, you start your day on a positive note. Tell yourself that today is going to be a great day. Today I will achieve everything. Yesterday I failed to do this and that, but today I will achieve everything.
Yeah.
Then tell yourself that in case you want to do something that you can't manage, don't say that, no, I can't do this. Tell yourself, I will do this, or ask yourself, how can I do this?
Yeah.
Practice practice this. It will help you in becoming a better person, because what that happens is that the more you tell yourself that you are a better person, your mind or your brain adapts. And when it adapts, what will happen is that whenever you want to feel low, it is going to tell you that this is not who you are. You are a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You are a great person. You are undefeated, and you are unstoppable. And then on another note, on the same cultivation, is that spend time with positive people.
Yeah, very
Spend
much.
time with positive people. There is a famous saying, I believe all of us know, which is, show me your friends and I will tell you who you are.
Yeah.
You can't be found with thieves and claim you are a pastor, or you are, maybe you don't steal.
Yeah.
You can't be found with alcoholics and say that, no, me, I don't drink, they're just my friends. No. It's your friends have a 70 to 75% contribution to your behavior. You see, I will give you an example. Let's say we all have someone in our circle whereby this person is so positive. They never say anything against themselves. They believe in themselves way too much. You know, how do you feel when you surround yourself with a person who is always positive? You see? So now, another thing is that being found with positive people will make you realize that the bottle of water is not half empty, but it is half full. You are going to realize that the information that you have is not half. It's not half empty, but it's half full. You're going to realize that you don't understand something today, but you're going to understand it because of this and that. So it is very important to be found with positive people.
Yeah, and then under cultivation, a growth mindset, cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is a benefit and abilities and skill can develop as against a fixed mindset. So, cultivating growth mindset, it is more like you have to be skilled develop that thing.
Yes, yes. You develop yourself, you make yourself better, and change the world. So now, dear youths, as we come to the conclusion of the show today, one thing you should take away is that as you sit down home, get that gratitude journal. Write or list down all the things that you have done well today, or all the things that you are thankful for, and you will realize that there is so much to life than distress that you are living in. Let us change the world together. Let us hold our hands together and make our country great.
So before we go out, we'll love you to like, share, and invite people, invite others out of the country, within our country. Please, we want your support. This show, without you, it can be this show. So please like, subscribe, invite people, and you know what to do. So as for me, as Trida Nambea and
Chiwet Shala.
and we'll see you next Saturday. For now, it's bye.